WWE Fastlane is 23 days away, and honestly, they've already got this card pretty good so far, compared to WrestleMania and all the other pay-per-views so far. But as always, you have your little matches, your normal setup. I think since the Rumble or WrestleMania last year, so the Chamber last year. By the way, this pretty much takes over the Chamber. I just want to say something real quick about that. That takes over the Elimination Chamber. Apparently because the chamber is too fucking big for arenas. Who knew? But, or at least some arenas could not hold the chamber or have it above because they would have like some kind of fucking, not like a Titantron, but some kind of little mini thing, like basketball arenas. They have the thing in the middle so people can see shit. And that would be a problem. So, chamber, if anything, will just be a one-off match whenever they want to do it again. Which is how it should have been, to be honest. I think it always happened at Survivor Series, which was a great card to do it on, or some other card that day, or SummerSlam. Just give another pay-per-view that match. That would have been great. But as always, you have your little match thing here, the times of the pay-per-view, the tickets, WWE News, if there's any, and the network, which is entirely free this month after the canceled Rumble or canceled WWE Network thing fucking failed. And they have now over 1 million subscribers, allegedly. I don't know the numbers, but apparently people did not want to cancel the network for $9.99. If they did, they probably just canceled and just reordered just to get the free network this month, if that's possible. I don't know if you can do that, but I think that's probably the only way they would do that. But I remember hearing during the Rumble that the network canceled button. I don't have the network, so I don't know, but the cancel subscription button thing, the page was actually shut down or had errors to the point where people were actually trying to cancel it, and they're just like, fuck it, and they don't do it after a while because of this. So that was amazing. That actually says something, that people do not like your product that much that they would actually crash your site, your network, to try and get rid of it. But it's free this month for new subscribers, so you want to do it, go for it. You get fucking pay-per-view for free. I do that, honestly, but let's go to the matches here, and there's one thing I want to talk about before, and that's Triple H challenging Sting at Fastlane. You gotta make the pay-per-view work somehow. It's pretty much a generic over the limit, just based on the promos they did for this fucking thing. Fucking cars and everything. Gave me a fucking headache after a while. But you have Sting challenge Triple H. I don't know if that's going to be a match, if that's going to be just a confrontation. I think they're saying it's a confrontation. And it's going to be interesting to see how that works and see how that happens. I'm excited for it, but I don't know if it's a match, so I'm not going to go over it. I just want to say it's probably one of the best things to do to make the pay-per-view actually be renewed another year for 2016. But there's only 2 ton of matches after that, and they're actually pretty good ones, so we'll just go over those real quick. And the first one is a Divas title match, which should have happened at the fucking Rumble. But apparently, I guess with the tag match, they decided who was going to face who. Tally's no longer in the running, so they have Nikki Bella against Paige for the Divas Championship. And basically, I don't even know what to call this title anymore. The Divas Championship has been a disgrace for the past few years. I've called it a tramp stamp title. I've called it the butterfly belt. I've called it the bitch belt. It might as well be renamed the Total Divas Championship. So the Total Divas Championship is on the line at Fastlane against the stars of Total Divas, or at least the Hogans of Total Divas, Nikki and Brie, and the upstart rookie of Total Divas, Paige, who is a great wrestler. People who have never seen Paige, you need to look at her work independently, overseas, internationally. This woman is better than they probably put her on in this in WWE, which is, you know, expected, because they don't want them to have every single move. And then somehow, I guess Seth Rollins is a fucking Phoenix Splash, which was amazing in the Rumble. So they just pull stuff out when they need to make a match better, which is great. But I've honestly wanted the Women's Championship to come back ever since they did Total Divas, because why not just have the pink belt be the Total Diva belt, and then you have actual women wrestlers fight for the actual Women's Championship that could need a makeover, just put a new logo on it, and there you go. Just have the Women's Championship back. It would make perfect sense. But that's not going to happen, because that would be stupid. But this will be a great match, no doubt. Normally, with these matches, I would say, oh, they're Total Divas, so they won't win the belt. Now Total Diva has the belt. What are you going to do? I mean, you know, either way, you have a good champion represent your company. But if anything, this is probably heading up to the bigger match, which both Cena, well, they're not technically married, but both Cena people are in matches here. But if anything, I would want Paige to have the belt again, because that way it gives Nikki something to do at WrestleMania, instead of just having the Diva Invitational that was last year. But I doubt they would do this because of the next match, which I've actually wanted to know if this was for the United States Championship. It is, and it is Rusev defending the championship for the first time in a long time against John Cena, the man that held the title WrestleMania 20, held the title and made it a spinner belt, which is miles better than the actual WWE belt that came the year after. But you have the title on the line. This is unheard of. In some memories I've had, if I wanted to book something, why not have Cena have the Intercontinental belt? A belt he's never had. Push him down the card instead of pushing him up the card. This is exactly what they're doing, and it's making the United States Championship worthy of John Cena or anyone. This is only building the prestige of the United States Championship, and I love it. Of course, Lana's in the ring, so this is also technically a battle for Lana, but I doubt that will happen. But this match can go either way. I'm actually excited for this match. I would have rather had this match at WrestleMania, because that way it would make the United States title even more worthy of anyone in there. But you know, it'd be better not to do it, because then you'd build Rusev to have an Undertaker-like streak at WrestleMania. It would make sense. But this is unheard of. John Cena, after I think like 10 or so years after holding the belt, actually having another shot at it, which is great. I cannot say enough good things about this match. If this fucking is the main event, I'll be happy about this match. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and I could see it going two ways. The streak will be over, and Cena elevates the U.S. title to at least upper mid-card or main event status, which is great, because I think the last mid-card belts were the, if you can count them as mid-card belts, or the Money in the Bank briefcases. That took the place of mid-card belts for a while, and then the U.S. and the IC were just fucking lower mid-card belts, just lost in the shuffle. If John Cena won this match, and I don't want it to happen, but if John Cena won the match, it would elevate the United States Championship to main event status, especially when your world title looks like a fucking giant United States Championship. Why not put the actual U.S. title on John Cena? It would make sense. It would be perfect, and I love it. But I would also love Rusev to do the unthinkable that no one thinks will happen and beat John Cena and retain his title. That would push Rusev to the fucking moon. This is a battle for America. This is a battle for the American Championship. This is a battle for fucking everything. This is great. I can't say good things enough about it. I'm not being sarcastic. I love it. And no matter what happens in this match, it will be the match of the night on the card, no doubt. Because everyone wants to know what will happen. Everyone wants to know who will win this match. And we're going to have to find out in a couple of weeks if Fastlane will either be a one-night wonder pay-per-view or will be a yearly thing.